Got bored of ChatGPT? Well, there is some exciting news. A competitor is going to evolve in the field of generative AI. Everyone must have already heard about ChatGPT, Bard, and even Microsoft's Bing AI. But what about Gemini? And we all thought that Bard will be Google's answer to ChatGPT. Some might have already guessed what it is by now. Let us have a detailed look at what the whole fuss is all about. Recently, DeepMind CEO said that Google's Gemini will be more capable than OpenAI's ChatGPT. This has certainly caught the attention of tech enthusiasts, as well as experts, because it was announced that it will be having multimodal capabilities. It is confident of its abilities that the CEO itself has testified that once Gemini is out in the market, it will be more powerful than OpenAI's ChatGPT. Gemini is Google's revolutionary project, unveiled recently to put an end to the OpenAI's ChatGPT-4 in text processing prowess. Earlier this year, GPT-4, a more advanced version of ChatGPT, was also introduced. It is said to be the brainchild of Google DeepMind. Ushers in an era of advanced AI interaction, transforming our interaction with technology. This is Google's next-generation large language model, LLM, and comes next in line after its existing Palm 2 system. Ring a bell? The one heavily trained on multilingual text with more than 100 languages, with an improved machine learning model. Like other AI, it is also built to enable future innovations, like memory and planning. It seems like many are trying to gain an upper hand in the field of artificial intelligence. So, let us have a background check on how it actually began. It all started with OpenAI announcing the most revolutionary presence in the field of artificial intelligence, the ChatGPT, in 2022. Google, at that time, did not have its own AI tool, but it did have its own version of summarized answers to some of your questions. But it was a compilation of the most popular websites, and they were usually brief. It's got a patented language model called Lambda, which is so good it was thought to be sentient by one of its engineers. Then Google came up with Sparrow, which works by reducing the risk of unsafe and inappropriate answers. Then came the infamous Bard. It had some interesting features, like its ability to detect images and make funny remarks and comments on the same. And there were mistakes. It's quite ironic to say, but its mistakes overpowered its features. Its factual mistake while answering a question in its first demo caused parent company Alphabet to lose $100 billion in market value. So, rest assured, Google will surely be designing Gemini's entry to be watertight. Now let us understand what Gemini has to offer. Gemini ushers in an era of advanced AI interaction, transforming our interaction with technology. This requires a closer analysis of the making of Gemini. Here is what we got. DeepMind team is using techniques from the AI program AlphaGo. It is a DeepMind product that emerged as the first computer program to defeat a champion human player in the strategy board game called Go in the year 2016. Through Gemini, they are trying to enhance large language model technology with ideas from other areas of AI, to run a new version of Google search or to make a new type of AI-powered virtual assistant. Gemini could be used. This capability is lacking in ChatGPT and Bing AI, but the language model of GPT-5 might be capable of making ChatGPT and similar chatbots more intelligent, but that will take time. What does it require to make the desired capabilities? It entails feeding a machine learning software called the Transformer, with vast amounts of curated text from books, websites, and more sources. In order to learn how to predict letters and words that should follow parts of a text, it applies the patterns from this training data which prove remarkably effective at answering questions and producing texts or codes. ChatGPT has been continuously upgrading its capabilities by coming up with more prompts, tools, and even user guides, making it easy for users to easily navigate. So, it is necessary to note down the benefits or capabilities offered by Gemini to know the real potential of it. It is said to be multimodal, highly efficient at tool and API integrations, and built to enable future innovations like memory and planning. Gemini is still in training, but it's already exhibiting multimodal capabilities never before seen in prior models. So you might be wondering how it is any different from ChatGPT and Bing AI. While the popular ChatGPT is a text-only model, meaning that it can only understand and generate text, Gemini is multimodal, meaning that it is not limited to text and can respond to images. It could improve the way people interact with a popular search engine when integrated with Google. Gemini is a new type of AI-powered chatbot that could understand and respond to both text and images. Google indeed proved us all wrong as the tech giant during the Google I/O event announced its upcoming large language model, LLM, Gemini. So let us also have a look at the other potential competitors to ChatGPT. It seems that many generative AI chatbots have vowed to make 2023 an exciting year as business developers proceed cautiously to deliver better products. Google is also working on a new AI tool called Genesis that's supposed to be able to write news stories. Chinchilla is creating more sophisticated AI art. Amazon's Code Whisperer, designed to give developers an alternative way to identify, understand, and debug code issues. Companies like Alibaba, JD.com, and WeChat parent Tencent have stated they are working on ChatGPT-like products of their own. Meta had also come up with its own version in the meantime, called the Open Pre-trained Transformer. Machine learning researchers at Meta have released a new large language model, LLM, called Sphere. It has the most commercial viability among all the LLM models because it allows people to change the underlying corpus that the model searches through. Bloom, an autoregressive large language model, LLM, trained to continue text from a prompt on vast amounts of text data using industrial-scale computational resources. Galactica, a ChatGPT trained on a lot of research texts. Jarvis, one of the most used AI writing tools available on the market, and the list goes on. ChatGPT, though, has been popular owing to the negligent mistakes and frequent updates and modulations given to it, is not without flaws. This provides a great opportunity for a more sophisticated generative AI to make it to the center stage within no time. The reason for such immense competition in the field is because it all works based on the same working principle. One thing is clear. Gemini is going to challenge ChatGPT and other generative AI technology that are currently available on the market. Since ChatGPT's debut, Google has rushed out its own chatbot, Bard, and put generative AI into its search engine and many other products. There are still confusion and paranoia regarding the danger that AI is capable of doing. While some are optimistic about the technology's capability to ease human lives, others have ethical concerns. There are even articles making pejorative remarks on how the internet is becoming a playground for AI. Even the FBI articles are doubtful of the pace at which science is progressing, heard of the proliferation of cyber attacks aided by AI programs. So there is a need to address the ethical concerns relating to AI as well. But let us hope that AI continues to make awesome changes in our lives and make its presence known to all the haters out there.